Hello friends, welcome to my channel again. This is AC Tuber and today I am going to review the Gopro Hero 5 Black, and this has been my first action camera that I have purchased, and I purchased this a month back from Tata Click because I got the cheapest over there, and it was in an offer, but I am not aware of the current prices. However, I will put a link in the below description so you can also go and check it. And let us start the review of it, as I have already been using it, so I can now give you a clear idea how, in what areas it is good at and what are the things that I didn't like. However, I'll posting two videos, for there are few reasons why I actually dislike this camera, and also the reasons why I actually like this camera. But in this video I'll be just letting you know the usability of this camera and how you can use this or set up for different modes it has. So let's check out. this this is the camera. I've kept it in a box just to get the feeling that how it came to me. However, it came with two couple of mounts that you can mount it on a helmet or any other surface, one flat, one curved. I have already used one of the curved mounts to set it on my helmet, so I can take when I'm riding, I can just do a motovlog kind of thing. So, and the other thing, it comes in the accessories. It comes, so this is the box, which is neatly designed and looks good. Keeping this aside, so this is the camera. It looks like this. It comes into this kind of box, and when you open this box, let me first take out the camera and I'll show you how what's inside in the box. Okay, so I took the camera out, and this thing, this box contains two mounts, as I said, with the 3M sticker. Here are placed some booklets, the user manual. This is the user manual. This is one of the mount that I received, and also a charging cable with the APS-C sensor USB. So these are the things that you received. So there are many other videos regarding the unboxing. I'm not focusing on the unboxing. I'll focus on the usability and the setup of different modes. So let me start. So this is how the camera looks. Let me open the case. So you have to just push this and it opens. It opens like this on the flap. You have to push the camera here, and this is the case. This is how the case looks. Now, apart from this, the camera looks this way. It is very good in the build quality is very good in this camera, and I have already put here a screen protector, so the main screen doesn't get any scratch or doesn't get damaged, and it is working good. However, the screen protector is it's attracting the fingerprints. If I touch here, my fingerprints are getting attracted to the screen protector. However, you can just rub it on your, if you just rub it here, it gets clear. And if you are aware or not, this camera doesn't require any waterproofing case. It is already have been designed that way that you can take it in the water directly, not into deep water, but it will not the water won't get into the camera. And let me open on this. So clicking this button, if you just press this button, there are only two buttons. This is a quick button and this is the power on, power off mode and the mode button. So I'm typing there, just clicking this button. So you have heard the beep sound. That beep sounds tell you that this camera is on, And now let me show you the modes. So I'm quite sure you are able to view this camera. I placed it here so you can view it. Let me focus. Okay, so the modes this camera has is, so this is the mode button. I'm pressing it. Once you keep on pressing the mode button, this button, so it changes the mode. See, normally you can keep it as default in which mode it should start. So it starts on the video mode. If you just see here, just clicking over here, this is the video mode. There is another mode in video, that is video plus photo. There is another mode in video, that is video plus photo, and the looping mode. I generally use this video mode only, which gives me the preferences of instant recording as soon as the camera starts, or any time when it is in a standby mode if I want to shoot anything. So I just give it the video mode as preference. The next mode, if I shift, that this is the photo mode. So in here I have kept selected the photo mode. There is a photo mode, night mode, and the burst mode. So these are the three modes in the photo. And the next is, it's a time lapse video, time lapse photo, and the night time lapse photo. Again, these are the three modes this camera offers. And let us come to the video mode. Okay, so what happens in the video mode, if I've selected a video mode over here, so just select that. You can select the resolution, that is 180, 960, 720, 480. Also suits 4K. So you can select a 4K, select 720p, which allows you to shoot 240 fps, 120, 100, and so on. So my general settings in this, I select always 1080, that is full HD, and I shoot at 60 frames, which gives me the flexibility. Whenever I want to have a slow motion video, I can just frame it down to 24 frames, and it gives me a smooth slow motion video. So that is my selection mostly. And in the field of view, there are various modes. There is narrow mode, there is linear mode. Linear mode has been introduced in this camera, that is HERO5. It was not available earlier, so the fisheye thing has been gone. So there's medium mode, wide mode, super view mode. So if I just tell you, it is in super view mode, so just see what is the area it is capturing. And in this, the best mode I keep it is in a medium mode. So I select a medium mode, and that is how I use it. So it gives me good field of view, and also it covers a good area without any distortion or fisheye effect. So if I click here, going here on the right side, so there is a color option that you can choose flat or GoPro. I have kept it in flat. There is a white balance, so I kept it in auto. The ISO, the minimum ISO is 400 if you select 180 by 60 frames per second, and the maximum is 6400. And I have kept it in the lowest 400. The shutter speed I have kept is auto. EV composition is off. It is in 0. Sharpness low. You can select low, medium, and high, but it is recommended that you keep it on low, and you can always edit it in post production. Audio, I have captured it in high. I have selected the raw audio track as high, so it gives me any kind of editing stuff in post production. Pro Tune, I have kept it on. The second tab, the video stabilization, I have kept it on. It gives a great stabilization of the video. in auto low light I have kept it, I have selected in auto low light, so it manages the ISO or the settings. So in the dark light it automatically adjusts. And I have selected the manual control, manual audio control off, so it can move automatically to the stereo and wind only. So I'll just put it on. If I put it on, and then I can select the window only or the stereo only mode, but I keep it off, so the camera decides what is preferable to shoot if you are out. Sometimes it's windy, sometimes it's not windy, so it can move automatically to one of this mode, so I'm keeping it off. So that's about the video mode. So the video and photo mode, here the thing is, with the video it will also keep on taking photos. You can there is an interval setting as well. However, I'm not a fan of this, so I don't use it much, but you can definitely select it if you want to take a video as well as a photo in between. So if you just click this button, it will take a snap in the video as well. The next mode is the looping mode. So in this mode what happens, it loops around as the name suggests, but I haven't used this mode anytime in my 1 month purchase, so I won't be able to cover much. But if you want, you can just tell me out, I'll figure it out and I'll give you an example what it is exactly. So I haven't been using this. Now let's go to the photo mode. I keep it in the photo mode only, and in this photo mode, as you can see, it takes the photo at 12 megapixel resolution. And here also the field of view you can select is wide, linear, medium or narrow. So I have kept it in wide as I like to shoot in wide, and as per the requirement I'll shift the modes. If you come this way, just drag it this way. So you can also select the color as GoPro or flat gives you the opportunity to color it according to your preference in the post-production. The white balance I have selected as native, and the minimum ISO is kept as 100 and max ISO over 400, so it doesn't grain too much. The UV composition again to 0 like it I kept it in video. Sharpness is low, Protune is on. Okay, this is the WDR. This tells you improves the level of the detail in an image. Dark and bright areas good for backlight screen, so I've kept it on. Yeah, so I've kept it on. And also the raw format. Now the problem here is, if you keep that WDR on, so the raw format goes off, and I generally preferably I select the raw format photo, which gives me a good result in post production as well. So I just keep the WDR off and I select the raw on, so it will start recording start taking the photos in raw. And let me tell you, so see, the PT is what I showed just now, and it is showing as raw. So what it gives me the flexibility to take the photos in raw format only. And coming on to the night mode, if you are taking any photographs in night mode, so what's the benefit? So I have kept almost everything in auto. Why I did that? Because the camera can adjust according to the light availability in the night. So there are 30 shutter speed, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, 2. I have kept it in auto. I am not changing it. The field of view is again wide for me. It has wide, linear, medium and narrow, so you can select as per your preference, but I am selecting is wide only. And there is no raw format unfortunately in this mode. So at the night there is only this option. The color is again flat, white balance is auto, ISO is 100, ISO max is 800, EV composition keeping 0, sharpness low, and the protein is on. So this is my settings for the night. And the burst mode, in the burst mode what it does, it takes the rate I have selected, that in 1 second, see the in 1 second it will take 30 photos, in 2 second 30, 3 second 30, or 6 second 30, or in 3 second 10 photos, in 2 seconds 10 photos, and similarly in 1 second 3 photos only. So you can select it as per your requirement. If you are shooting some sports activity or something, you can select that in 1 second 30. However, I have not used this burst mode much, so I'm just selecting that in 1 second 30 photos, but I can change it anytime, so it is not fixed. The field of view is again wide as per my preference, and enables advanced photo settings for greater control, so I'm selecting the protein on. So when I select the color, again selecting to flat, white balance auto, ISO minimum, ISO max 1600. So I'm not sure what will be the light condition, that's why I have increased the ISO level. However, I'll get some grainy thing, so I can change it if I experience that. So the sharpness again selecting to low. So let me show you next mode as the time lapse mode. So I'll show you the time lapse mode now. Generally do not prefer to use this mode, because when I'm shooting a time lapse I use the photo mode only, so it takes cluster of photos. But however, this is a facility given in this device, so I'll just tell you what it does. So in this video mode you can select the resolution, whether it is 2.7K. however, in 2.7K it shoots as a 4:3 and not 16:9. So I shoot everything in full HD. So that is what I had selected, but I don't use this mode as I told. So the interval of shooting is 5 seconds. It will take short videos, and the field of view is super view you can select, or wide, or medium, linear, narrow. So these are the modes. So I'll come to the time lapse photo mode, which is my favorite mode, and after the video mode I use the max for taking time lapse in this camera is this time lapse mode. So I'll explain what it is and what is not. So in this time lapse mode you can select the interval as 0.5, 1, 2, 5, 10, 30 and 60, depends upon on the subject you are shooting. If you are shooting anything which is very fast moving, so just you can select 0.5, and if you are shooting any crowded place or something, 0.5 gives you a good movement and captures the instant movement, so it gives you a smooth flow. However, my preference is 5, but I keep on changing, as I said, according to the places. Also, then you can come here on the field of view, so it gives you wide. It doesn't give you a super view, but it gives you wide, linear, medium and narrow. So in the wide mode, the benefit is that the fisheye type feeling, the fisheye display is not that much. I have used it once, so it gives good quality flat pictures. And then coming on to this, so the color I have chosen is flat, the white balance is auto, ISO minimum is 100 and the ISO max is 400, so I don't want it to be grainy or much. And the EV composition keeping 0 everywhere, similar here. The sharpness to low, protein is on, and that is what you can select in this. So as I showed, okay, so this is all about the time lapse photo mode, time lapse photo. So coming into the night lapse photo, it's a good feature if you are taking a time lapse of the Milky Way or the stars at night. So the shutter speed I have selected is 5 seconds, which is good enough for me. I can change it anytime. So this is the interval, at what interval it should take. I have selected auto here, but anytime I could change that, no problem. So keeping it in auto, keeping the shutter speed in 5 only, and the field of view is wide. I prefer to select this one wide only whenever I am taking the time lapses, so it captures most of the area, which looks good while taking the time lapse. So coming on to the settings, the color is again flat, the white balance is native, the ISO minimum ISO is 400, the maximum ISO I'm getting here is 800 since it is going for the night lapse. But however I would have preferred if it would gone for more ISO, but 800 is the maximum you can select. The minimum ISO is you can select is 100, but I have kept is 400, so I'll select 100 here. If there is in ample of light, so you don't need to shoot at 400 unless it is too dark. So EV composition is 0, sharpness again to low, that is my preference, and that's it my friends. So I have covered all the modes I have covered. So if you see, there are 3 modes: the video mode, the photo mode, and the time-lapse mode. So in the video mode I have explained, the photo mode I have explained, this is the time-lapse mode. The only thing I have not used yet in video is the looping mode, but if you need an explanation, so just let me know. I'll check out and I'll give you the details. I'll make a video what this looping mode does. So let us come to the other screen. So if you have recorded any video, you have to just swipe the screen from left side, what I did again. So it's loading your recorded videos, you can just see them as soon as you have captured them. So that's a very good option. So is in case you are unable to get the right frame or the right video or the photo, you can just view them instantly. So you have to do this way. The other thing here is just take this drop down here. So as soon as you do that, there are 2 options. This GoPro comes with the voice command mode as well as this is a good feature, you can lock the screen. If you see, the screen is locked, so you can't change anything, you can't change anything. Whatever you do, it is just locked, and then unless you drop it down again like this and tap here, so the screen gets unlocked, and only then you can change the settings. This is the sound voice control, you can put it on or you can put it off. So you need to be accustomed with the voice control. However, it didn't accept my controls that I tried. However, I'll try it again later and I'll get back to you if anyone requires any update on this, how it is done. Okay, so there are connectivity modes. So here you can see there are connect and preferences, and if you go to the connect mode, so there is a capture app. I have downloaded it. You can use it for your Android as well as your iOS devices. So in this capture app, you can select any setting, you can change the setting directly from your smartphone, which is an excellent feature. And in the connect new device, if there are any new devices which is having this capture app and you want to connect them, you can do it by clicking it here. So you can select it and you could do it. However, I don't have anything right now, and the capture app, if you have selected the capture app, it will work that way. In here, the name and password, you can select the name and password of this device. There is the reset connection if you need to reset anything. There are wireless connections. If you want to set up any wireless, it has a GPS and the Bluetooth capability. So if you need a wireless connection, you can do that. I have kept it off just to save the battery. And that's pretty much in the connect mode. So I'm going to the preferences mode. In the preferences mode, you can check this camera tour, so it will give you a display what this camera I have just explained, the video mode, photo mode, and the time-lapse mode. So it will give you the details that how these modes are operated, and it will give you a summary of all the things about this GoPro. You can check that when you buy yours. the GoPro updates, the GoPro side, they keep on updating the firmware. So I have updated the recent firmware. As you can see, the camera updates. You can also update it from your capture app. That is very simple. You can set the date and the time here, the date and the time here. So the voice control, so I just tried to operate it with my voice, however it didn't accept, so I'll try it later. In the language, the English is US, the list of commands here. So quick capture, as I told, auto off, 5 minutes. That's it, friends. So this is much of it I have covered, and hope you have liked this video. Let me know if anything further you need, so I can make another video covering all those things. So thank you for watching. I hope this is a long video that you are watching from quite some time. If you have liked it, please give a thumbs up. Also subscribe, so this kind of video I'll keep on including in my channel. And thank you for watching. Take care.